Thank you so much for taking such wonderful care of our sweet girl, Prissy, while we're away. It truly means the world to us. We put this little video together to walk you through her routine so you both have a smooth, stress-free time together. We've also left a printed summary sheet on the kitchen counter for you to grab whenever you need a quick reference. First up, let's talk about water and food. Water is incredibly important for Prissy's health, but she has a funny little quirk. She absolutely refuses to drink if her dish is less than 3/4 full, so please try to keep it topped off. She gets filtered water from the left door of the refrigerator. If she sleeps with you at night, please keep a second water dish nearby. If you've laid down and she comes over to gently stare at you, that's her polite way of asking you to serve her some water. Also, if she starts imping or sneezing for no apparent reason during the day, she's likely telling you her water dish has dropped below that 3/4 mark. She might not drink it the exact second you refill it, but the imping will stop, unless it's because she has no food or needs to go outside. As for her meals, Prissy is on a strict prescription diet. She eats only her Hill's prescription diet multi-organ dry food. Other food or treats will really upset her stomach, so no outside goodies, please, no matter how pleadingly she might stare at you. Prissy's food is kept in the black crock on the countertop next to the bedroom door. We fill her dish once in the morning and again in the evening before bed. If at any other time you notice she has emptied her food dish, it's perfectly fine to fill it up. Like her water, she may not eat it immediately, but she feels comforted just knowing it's there. When you fill her food dish, you'll need to moisten the kibble liberally with water and periodically add a little more water to keep it from drying up and caking. Don't worry if she doesn't eat on the first day. She's a very picky, convenient eater, and it's completely normal for her to strike or delay eating for a day or two when we first leave. Sometimes, when we get back to the condo, we're greeted by a scatterplot of kibble surrounding her food dish. Is it abstract Pomeranian art, a cry for help, or a meticulously executed sorting routine? The jury's still out. Naturally, we ruin the installation by gathering up the pieces, tossing them back in the bowl, and giving them a quick sink water refresh. Prissy loves her walks, and she will happily take you out 3 times a day, early in the morning, early in the afternoon, and right before bedtime. When it's time to go, you can usually find her relaxing in one of 2 favorite spots, on the master bed or on the sofa. On rare occasions, she might be napping on the floor in the guest bedroom. Her hearing and sight have diminished considerably, so she may not hear or recognize you until you are close enough to get her attention. Her collar and leash setup is hanging on the wall right by the front door, complete with poop bags, an elevator key fob, and a metal door key, so you're fully equipped. Putting on her harness is a breeze. Just hold the pre-assembled setup and slip the main loop marked XXS head over her head first. Prissy will likely try to help by stepping right in, so just guide her front legs through the loops on her left side, then the right side, giving her chest a gentle lift to make sure her legs are completely and comfortably seated and you're ready to roll. Now, this is the super important part. When it's time to head out, Prissy insists on first-class transport. She simply will not walk out of the condo door on her own. No matter how gently you coax or tug her leash. Luckily, picking her up is easy. She absolutely loves being carried, even if she plays a brief game of keep away at first. You never have to worry about snapping or biting with her. She doesn't have a mean bone in her body. Just make sure to support her little rump from underneath while holding her, as that's how she feels most safe and secure. We always start her walks by placing her on her favorite patch of turf, but from there, she's the boss. As long as she stays safely away from the busy road, a gentle tug here and there keeps her focused, though go easy on the leash to avoid having her slip right out of her collar. Once she finishes her business, don't be alarmed if she celebrates by sledding her rump across the grass. There's nothing wrong with her. She's perfectly healthy. She's just remarkably meticulous about her hygiene, so she insists on this odd ritual even when she's completely spotless. No, that's not actually how we named her Prissy, but it definitely fits. Once it's time to head back, Prissy will proudly and briskly trot all the way into the building on her own 4 feet. If she's walking instead of being carried when you hop in the elevator, please double check that every inch of her is fully inside before the doors close. She actually got trapped on the wrong side of a closing elevator door once, so we're extra vigilant about her elevator safety. Once those doors pop open on our floor, don't be surprised when she eagerly takes the lead and shows you the exact way to our front door. The moment you step back inside and remove Prissy's collar and leash assembly, her true mission begins, collecting her post-walk reward. She'll usually scamper ahead to the bedroom to wait or hover patiently near the kitchen. Because of her strict diet, her treat menu is strictly limited to small pieces of raw carrot or rehydrated sweet potato. If you go the carrot route, you'll find a bag on the bottom shelf of the fridge. She gets exactly 1 small piece, cut thin, about the thickness of a nickel. Please resist those puppy dog eyes and refrain from overdosing her. To Prissy, a tiny bit is just as thrilling as a giant chunk, and it's much easier on her little tummy. If you prefer to give her a piece of sweet potato, that takes a bit of advanced planning. Soaking a piece of dehydrated sweet potato in water for a few hours ahead of time softens it up so it's easy for her to chew. Just like with carrots, moderation is key. For Prissy, the joy is all in the fun, ritual, and the sentiment. Prissy takes medications twice a day to keep her feeling her best. She gets 2 meds in the morning and 2 meds at night. For her morning regimen, she gets 0.7 milliliters of potassium citrate and 1 pill of enalapril. For her evening regimen, she gets 0.4 milliliters of telmisartan and 2 pearl drops of non-brushing dental gel. When it comes to Prissy's meds, she's actually a sweet little pro. She just likes a little courtesy and heads up before you dive in. To begin, always give any liquid bottles a really good shake before drawing up her dose. Prissy likes to inspect the menu, so let her take a quick sniff test of the syringe tip or the pill first. She just likes knowing what she's getting. In the morning, her routine is always the liquid potassium citrate first, followed by her enalapril pill. When you're administering her meds, hold her head very gently and make sure you don't cover her eyes. She might playfully resist a bit at first, but if you just keep holding her gently, she'll settle right down. For the liquid, use your finger to gently open her mouth a tiny bit. Remember, Prissy would never snap or bite. With your thumb already on the plunger, pop the syringe tip about an inch into the front of her mouth and dispense it quickly. Then give her about a 30-second breather before moving on to the pill. When it's pill time, let her give it a sniff. Hold her head gently, keeping her eyes clear. Open her mouth a little wider this time and drop the pill as far back as you can. To help her swallow, gently massage her chest and breastplate. Just be super careful not to massage her throat or high on her neck, since that can aggravate her collapsed trachea. Once you're done, do a quick stealth check to make sure she hasn't secretly spit the pill out behind your back. As a final treat, Prissy loves a quick dental routine. It's super easy. She gets just 1 drop of chicken-flavored dental gel on each side of her teeth. If you let her give it a quick sniff test first, and then just dab it along her gum line, she'll happily use her tongue to do all the work and spread it around. Lastly, Prissy loves keeping in touch. Please help her send us plenty of texts and selfies while we're apart so we can see her sweet face. Thank you again from the bottom of our hearts for loving and caring for our girl.